Good morning, children. Sai Ram. Let us learn a new topic in composition, that is informal letter. In today's video, you will understand how to write an informal letter. So let us start. Now first we will start with understanding what are letters. Now letters were a means of communication in the olden days. People used to communicate through letters. During those days, internet facilities, mobile phones, telephones were not available. So the only means of communicating with each other were the letters. Now letters have not really vanished till now, means they are still in use but in limited use, okay, in limited extent. So letters are a way of expressing your thoughts, expressing your feelings, whatever you want to express to that person to whom are you writing. It is just whatever you are feeling in your mind and your heart, you're expressing it in the words and you're writing the letter. So letters are way of expressing our feelings to our dear and loved ones. Can you see it on the screen? So what are letters? Letters are a way of expressing our feelings, whatever you're feeling about that particular person, to our dear and loved ones. Suppose you have gone on a vacation and you have enjoyed a lot, you cannot forget that vacation, and you want to describe everything to your friend about that vacation. So you're going to write a letter describing about all the fun which you had in the vacation. You just want to share your happiness, you just want to share your thoughts, you just want to share your memories with your best friend, and you're going to write a letter for that. So this is the way you just have to, express your feelings in the form of words in that letter. Is that clear? Now, some letters are also written to ask for permission or to sort a problem. Yes, children, there are some exceptional letters which are written for a genuine reason. Means it can be for asking permission or it can be for sorting a problem. For example, you want leave from school for about 15 to 20 days. You are going to native place to attend some important wedding and you want a leave of 15 to 20 days. Now you have to write the letter to the principal of your school for asking permission to grant you a leave of 15 to 20 days. So that is a genuine problem. You have written the letter for a genuine reason. So these letters are called as formal letters, okay. When the letter is written out of particular reason and specific something else to sort a problem, then these letters are known as formal letters. So letters are of two types. Can you see it on the screen? Formal letter and informal letter. So formal letter, just now I explained you, it is written for a reason, to sort a problem or to ask for permission from a higher authority. Formal letters are always written to person who are in higher authorities, okay, and you need their permission, you need their permission to get that problem sorted out. So you write those letters to these authorities which are known as formal letter. An informal letter are those letters which are written to your family members, friends and relatives. You just express your feelings, your thoughts, your emotions. It is a general kind of letter, okay. It is nothing, no hard and fast rule in that letter. Whatever you want, whatever you're feeling in your mind and in your heart, you just express it down in the form of words. So how many types of letters are there? There are two types of letters, formal letters and informal letter. In today's video, we are going to learn about informal letter. Formal letter we will learn later. Now we will start with informal letter. Now what is an informal letter? Letters written to family, friends and relatives are known as informal letter. As I told you, the letters which we write to our family members, which we write to our relatives, friends, neighbors, it can be anything, and you express your feelings and emotions, those letters are known as informal letter. Now, informal letters are mainly used for personal communication. As I told you, means you just express your personal feelings, whatever your feelings. Suppose I gave you the example of the moment of the memories you spent on that vacation and you want to just share it with your friend. So that is a personal communication, okay. So informal letters are mainly used for personal communication. it can be written as per writer's wish. Very very important here, as I told you, in informal letter, no hard and fast rule about expressing your feelings and emotions. Don't write this, don't write that. No, whatever you feel, you just express it. Okay, so writer means the one who is writing the letter is known as writer. So if you are writing the letter, you are the writer, and you can write the letter as per your wish. Okay. Now, format of informal letter. Now children, if you go to this format, if you keep these points in mind, it will be very easy for you for writing an informal letter. Look at the first one. Sender's address. Sender's address means the one who is writing the letter is known as the sender. So that address you are going to mention. Okay, your address. Then date. So date, when you have written that letter, that date you will mention there. Salutation means it is if you are writing to your friend, so you write dear Arnav. Suppose your friend, the name of the friend is Arnav, so you write dear Arnav. Okay. Then comes the introduction part. Now letter, children, has 3 paragraphs. Okay. So first one is the introduction part, wherein you are going to ask the health of that person, and you are going to mention the reason of writing the letter. So that comes in introduction paragraph, and it consists of maybe 3-4 lines, not more than that. Okay. Then comes the body of the letter. You have to express your feelings and emotions in detail. Whatever you feel like, you write it in the second paragraph. Okay, you write in detail about the reason of writing the letter. And then comes the last paragraph, which is known as the conclusion part. You conclude the letter by saying, goodbye, take care, or whatever you want to write. But that also consists of 2 or 3 lines, not more than that. And the last one comes the complimentary closure, where you write yours lovingly, and then you mention that you don't need to mention your friends your name, because the receiver, the one who is reading the letter, already knows who has written the letter. So you just write yours lovingly XYZ. I will show it to you. When you see the letter, you will understand. Okay, so these are the 7 important points which you have to keep in mind while writing an informal letter. If you go through this format carefully, you will be able to write a letter. Okay, now let us see an example of a letter. Now see, this type of question you will get in your exam, and it can vary. It is not the same question which will be asked for exam, but I have just given one example. Write a letter to your friend inviting him or her for your birthday party. So you are writing a letter to your friend. You want to invite him or her for your birthday party. Okay. Now let us see how to write. Now can you see that the 3 lines are the address? The starting 3 lines which are in black, that is the address, because in format of informal letter, the first one was the sender's address. So your address. Suppose I am writing the letter, so I will write my address. Now children, be careful. Do not write your original address. Do not write the real address. You can pick up any address which has easy spellings in it. See, suppose I have written 112, Rose Villa. So these words are easy. Rose is a easy word. Lotus Lane, Thane West, 400601. You have to mention the place, the direction, whether it is east, whether it is west, and also the pin code of that area. Okay, so you pick up an address which is very easy in words, so that you don't make spelling mistakes. So many children, they write their own address and then they go wrong in writing the spelling. So then again your marks get cut for that. So you prepare an address of your own with easy words in this format, with 2 lines of address, and then Thane, east or west, and then the pin code. Okay, so you can prepare your own address in an easy way, so that you avoid making spelling mistakes. Then can you see the red line? That is the date. Just when you finish the address, below that comes the date. So 12th, suppose it is 12, so I am going to write TH. So if it is 1, first, for 1 we call it as first, so 1, and then you are going to raise ST. So same way, 12th July, comma, the year, that is 2020. Now children, you are not going to write the name of the month in short form. If it is August, you are going to write AUGUST. you're going to write the full name of that month. You're not going to use any short forms there. Okay, so see, July also I have written full. So same way, if you're writing, if you're choosing your own month and if you're writing, you have to write the full name of that month. You cannot use short forms there. And see the format of the date, the day, the month, comma, and the year. In this format you are going to write the date. If you change the format, your marks will get cut. So be very, very careful. So what I have written, I have completed the sender's address and I have completed the date. The address I have written in 3 lines, and then the date continues after the address. Okay, now comes your salutation part. That is, you're telling, I'm writing to my friend, so my friend's name is Sonal, so I've written that dear Sonal. Can you see it in purple there? So dear Sonal. Now the first paragraph comes, that is the introduction paragraph. How are you and all at home? So I'm asking the friend her health, and everybody in the house, whoever is staying with them, I'm asking about them also. I hope you are in the pink of your health. Pink means I hope you are in good health. That is the meaning of that. Okay. I have written this letter to invite you for my birthday party. Now here I have mentioned the reason for why I have written the letter. So I have mentioned it in one line. I have written this letter to invite you for my birthday party. Here my introduction paragraph, that is the first paragraph, comes to an end. A sweet, simple, short paragraph. What did I do? I started by asking the health of that person and the family members of that person, and then I mentioned the reason of writing the letter. It comes to an end. Now you will write the second paragraph, that is the body of the letter. Here you will mention everything in detail, whatever you feel, okay, whatever you want to tell that person. I have planned a lot of games for my birthday. My mother has ordered pizza, samosas, wafers, and lots of chocolates. Okay, so you are telling your friend whatever you have planned out for your birthday, you are telling him or her in detail your planning of your birthday party. So you have arranged lot of games. Your mother has ordered pizza, samosas, wafers, which are favorite of children. Yes or no? And the most important thing is that my mom is going to prepare my birthday cake, which will be a huge surprise for me. So the very most important part of that birthday is that my birthday, on my birthday day, my mother is going to bake a cake for me. We are not going to order it from outside, but my mother on her own, she is going to prepare the birthday cake for me. So that is a huge surprise for me. So that you are mentioning and you are very happy about it. We will have great fun. So I'm telling my friend that if you come, we will have together will have lot of fun. We will play games, we will eat lot of sweets, wafers, chocolates, and we'll have great fun. So what I did, I told my feelings in detail. I told about the planning of my birthday party, whatever I have planned for my birthday, so that my friend reads it and he becomes eager. He also becomes very excited to come for my birthday party. Is that very clear? So this was your second paragraph, that is the body of the letter. As I told you, the letter should not be more than 3 paragraphs. The first paragraph was the introduction paragraph. What did you do in that? You asked the health of that person and the health of his family members, and then you mentioned the reason of writing the letter. Okay. And what did you do in the second paragraph? You explained in detail about the planning of your birthday party. You are telling your friend about all the plannings which you have done for the birthday party. And then comes the last paragraph, that is the conclusion paragraph, wherein you are going to write, I want you to come at my place as soon as possible. Okay, I am waiting for you eagerly. Give my regards to your parents. So I want my friend to come at my place, even if he comes one day before the birthday or 2 days before the birthday and wants to come and stay with me also, it is okay. So I'm inviting him not only for my birthday on that day of party time, but I want my friend to come before time. Okay, so I'm expecting him before time. So I am waiting for you eagerly. So give my regards to your parents. Okay, so I have what I have did, I have gave regards to his parents. I have asked about his parents, like in the way you say in Hindi, you say it is namaste. So I have said that give my regards to your parents. So that is the conclusion part. So what I did in the conclusion part, I expected my friend to come at my place as soon as possible, and then I'm giving regards to to his parents. Okay, I'm just wishing him. And then the last part, that is your complimentary closure, where you will write yours lovingly, comma, and down, not, you're not going to mention your name, you're going to write XYZ. As I told you, because your friend already knows who has written the letter, so no need to mention your name there. You're just going to write in capital letter XYZ, or also you can write ABC in capital letters, but don't make the mistake of writing your name. Okay, so yours lovingly, Y will be capital, see the format which I have written, and lovingly, and then comma, and then down XYZ. So this comes to an end of the letter, wherein I have followed all the format of informal letter, and I have written this letter, which made me easy to remember what comes next. So if you also do the same thing, if you also practice the same thing, it will be very easy for you, and you will become very perfect in writing an informal letter. So children, even I want you all to practice at home by writing the same letter in your own words. Okay, so you can practice it by, you can write it to your mom, you can, same letter, birthday party also you can write. And then if you want to practice more and more, you can write it by writing to your parents, you can write it to your mom, you can write it to your dad, anybody, everybody who is in your family. You can just practice by writing them letter one by one, and tell them to read it out, so that they will also tell where you have gone wrong, or you will also understand where I have made mistake. So like that you learn, like that you practice, and then only you can become perfect. I hope you have understood today's video, and I hope you will you will do what I have told you to do, to practice writing informal letters. And I say thank you and good day and take care, and thank you for listening to me carefully. Goodbye. एक कोण आलेलं, काय झालं, कोण आलेलं पण, काय मागायला, काय पाहिजे होतं पण, ती झोपली का समू, कुठची कॅब, आपलं बरोबर त्यांना सगळं लागतं.